So let's say you're shopping for a new vehicle and that a Lamborghini or a Ford Festiva were the same cost to you. Which one would you go with? The answers seem obvious, right? So why doesn't everyone look at realtors the same way? Find out more next. Greetings, friends, and welcome to this week's video. I'm Chris, certainly glad to have you here. This week, we're going to look at why you should absolutely, unequivocally, 100% hands down, find the best realtor possible. So what are you going to look for in a real estate agent? Whether you're looking for one as the buyer's agent when you're buying a home or a seller's agent when you're going to sell your home, you want a proven winner. What I mean by this is somebody that's selling a decent amount of homes. Also, they're selling them with an average general low time on the market. You're not seeing their listings being for sale for 5 years, 6 years at a time. These ones are going quickly. Full time is also something that's super important. Don't settle for somebody that's only part time. I get it. Your best friend's neighbor's cousin's grandpa has an old buddy whose nephew dabbles in real estate part-time, and they're recommending him. So that's who you should go with, right? Wrong! This goes right back to the Lamborghini versus the Festiva. No offense to the Festiva, but if both of these two cars cost you the same amount of money, go with the Lamborghini. Same thing with the realtors. If you can find somebody who does this full time, it's their specialty, it's what they do, it's better than finding somebody who's doing this part-time as a fourth part-time job after working 2 full-time jobs and another part-time job each day. No offense to somebody in that situation as a realtor, it's just you're not going to get the same level of service. And when you're paying both of those people the exact same thing, it's the most important that you get the most bang for your buck. Guys, listen, I used to have a real estate license. I did it part-time on top of working full-time as a full-time job. At one point I had 2 full-time jobs, and I did real estate on the side mainly for me buying more rental properties. It was just easier for me. If you put me up at that point against somebody who did this full time, I would have done you a disservice if you would have hired me as your buyer or seller's agent. Nothing against me, it's just not my specialty and it's not what I was doing full time. They have more time, attention, and expertise in the area. Another thing that you're going to look for is open channels of communication with this agent. Not only do you want them to have open channels of communication with you, but also with potential buyers or potential sellers. One of my buddies and a viewer of this channel recently hired a real estate agent to list their home for sale off of a referral they had received. Unfortunately, after that, it started to fall apart. The real estate agent hasn't been in contact with them for more than a week through text, emails, phone calls, nothing. It's been radio silent and he hasn't heard from this agent. That's a problem. It's also a problem because he wonders, and rightfully so, whether the agent might have been receiving calls from potential buyers or potential buyer's agent about this home, and he's just not returning their calls either, so people can't get in to see the home, and therefore it's not moving as well. So open channels of communication for you and for other potential buyers or sellers is huge. Another thing I would not settle for if you're looking at real estate agents, especially if you're looking to list as the seller's agent, so meaning they are going to list your property for sale, is professional photos. If they do not do professional photos, walk away. Visuals sell properties. You want professional photos done of your house to help as much as possible. It makes a world of difference. Guys, for this, a professional photographer is coming in, not an agent with their iPhone or their old outdated cell phone or whatever it is. We're talking professional photographers that come in and spend several hours in your home. Then they're going to spend several hours editing those photos. These days, many of those people also have professional drone licenses and can get you great visuals from the air or from the sky of your home and market it in that way as well. This is all included for free. The listing agents, the real estate agents, are paying for this. Why? Because they want to get your home market ready quickly, and they know that visuals sell, and they're going to want to move that thing as fast as possible, and you're getting this benefit again for the same price as the Festiva. The last thing I'll mention quick is staging. I don't think staging is too much to ask. There's a lot of agents that won't do this though. The vast majority will not. I'm going to profile one agent next who's a professional in this area, who actually sold a home for us previously, who actually will come in and stage a home for you for free. Again, look at the value you're getting based off of comparing that to other agents. All for the same price. So how do you find a great agent? Of course, you can take referrals from family or friends or coworkers, but make sure they're current. Real estate is an ever-changing game. So if somebody sold houses 5 years ago, but they haven't sold a house in the last 2 years, they might not be good. Also, look for similar type properties. Let's say you're looking to buy a rental property that's a multi-unit, but the person has only ever sold small single-family homes. It just might not be the best fit. I would also recommend narrowing your list down to the top 2 or 3 and actually interviewing these people. I think you'll be able to find a lot just from that. So you're going to have checked their websites and you're going to interview them in person, and you're going to see not only how the communication is between the two of you, how the personalities mesh, but you'll be able to find a lot more about their business model, their plans for your home or to help you find a home. Another thing you can do, but this won't always work, is call the local association of Realtor. Maybe there's a local association, whatever city you're looking in, or maybe the state even has one. Perhaps they can give you sales numbers and you can find out from them who the top sellers are in the area, who's moving the most homes, the most volume, who's selling the quickest, and all things of that nature. That will help you out huge. Your time is important. Your time is valuable. Therefore, I consulted with some experts so you don't have to. We're going to cover 3 different professionals in 3 different parts of the country. First, we're going to do Deep South Texas. Then we're going to do Grand Rapids, Michigan, and then Orlando, Florida. Let's go over what they said here. The first is Stephanie Wilson. As far as market preparedness, that's a number 1 thing for Stephanie. She wants to make sure any house that she lists for sale is ready for the market. And by this, I mean she goes over and above. She makes sure it is the best. Stephanie also uses professional photos. Also, in the area of market preparedness, Stephanie has 2 storage units, big ones, full of staging accessories, artwork, and things of that nature that she brings in, or her personnel will bring into your home for free. Again, guys, compare this. She's bringing in stuff to stage your home for the same cost that it would get you for that part-time person. Make sure you check out the websites for any potential agents. Stephanie says that this will tell you a great deal on the visual acuity of an agent. And then also, if visual is important to the agent, their website's going to reflect that with the higher quality finish, and you'll be able to see that. You will know those agents' quality of work will be important to them. Again, visuals sell properties through photographs, through tours. Realtors are selling a service. Never forget that. And you want to make sure that you're receiving the absolute best service possible. Next, I interviewed a real estate agent in Grand Rapids, Michigan named Ethan. Ethan recommended that you do not hire an agent who's not selling at least 1 house a month and is full-time. He stated that's a pretty low standard, 1 home a month or 12 a year on average to sell. But in his area, even doing 1 a month puts you in the top 20%. Ethan also touched on personality. He said some people just don't click. And you need to look at those who are good, not just those who move a lot of volume. So you might find an agent who sells a lot of homes, but they might have a terrible personality, or you might not be able to get along with them. You don't want that. Ethan recommends to find the best in your area. look at Google. Look at Zillow. Zillow is pretty good for vetting realtors, he said. Ethan, like Stephanie, also stressed the importance of professional pictures in media. He uses a professional photographer as well, again, at no cost to you. Responsiveness was also a big one with Ethan. He stated you should be able to get a hold of your agent via several different mediums or channels at any time. You should be able to pick up your phone and have them answer. You should be able to text them, email them, and get a response. Next up from sunny Florida is Ken Posick. Ken and I touched base the morning this video was uploaded, so I don't have the raw video with it, so I'm just going to scroll his website as we talk. But it was important enough where I wanted to include his thoughts. Ken said when trying to find the best real estate agent out there, ask about their experience. This includes how many years do they have in business. Also, where in town do they specialize? This is especially true for off-market listings or listings that haven't hit the MLS or been advertised yet. If you're looking in a certain part of town, you want an agent that specializes in that certain part of town. They're going to have the connections in that area, so that's why you want someone who specializes there. Also, Ken recommended asking how many homes do you sell per year? He gave me a great example. He said in Orlando, there's over 14,000 realtors. Get this, guys, 70% of those have only sold 0 or 1 home last year. Ken is a super agent and on track for 200. Think about the gravity of that. If you were moving to Orlando, you have a 70% chance of dialing a realtor who sold 0 or 1 home last year. You want Ken. So whatever city you're looking in, find the Ken. Ken, as well as the other experts, also mentioned personality style being important. As an example of this, if you are trying to find aggressive deals that are not on the market yet, or you're going to do low balls, you need an agent that's going to be aggressive and aggressively work those as well. So find personality style that matches you and what you're looking for. I asked Ken how someone moving to a new city could find the dominant or best agents in that area. He said, even look at the listings that are available. He said, you'll see the top players. I agree with this. Whatever city you're looking at, you should be able to go on Zillow, Realtor.com, or whatever it might be that you prefer, and you'll start seeing trends as far as certain agents will pop up more than others for the homes that you're looking for or the area you're looking for. We have a home in southeastern Michigan. I called the local association of realtors that covers the area where that home is, and I tried talking to them. I asked them for a list of the top producing agents in my area. They said they couldn't give this to me. So this is a perfect example that in some areas, it's not going to happen. They don't give out info on sales. They said that their board of directors prohibits them from giving out these numbers. I don't know why. Unfortunately, my guess is that maybe even the membership voted for this. So if the majority of realtors in that area are not selling many properties, maybe not even one a month, they might not want a list put out talking about all the other cohorts and friends of theirs that are absolutely crushing it. Because then who would hire them? It would make them look bad. And who wants that? I touched base with the president of this association of realtors and I asked what tips or tricks could you give to people who are moving to this area or want to list their home for sale in this area as far as finding the best realtor possible. The only tips or tricks that they could give was they said to interview a number of people and then to choose whoever you're most comfortable with. Okay, thanks. So as a quick recap, these are the important things that you're going to want. A proven winner. And again, that means selling a decent amount of homes with low time on the market. They're a full-time agent. You want open channels of communication. You want professional photos. Because remember, visuals sell properties. And also, I don't think staging is too much. And lastly, you're going to interview more than one. Remember, narrow it down to your top 2 or 3, interview the heck out of them, and make the best selection. What other tips or tricks do you have? What other things do you look for when you hire a realtor? Realtors out there, let the people know in the comment section below what else they should look at. Use these tips to drive the Lamborghini and not be stuck with the dreaded Festiva. The Festiva might look sweet at first, but a week or two later, you might have buyer's remorse or regret. And I don't want that for you. As always, have an awesome week. I'll see you next Friday.